going to have the show and people are going to pay to enter. So I'll have the money. But I cannot prove this. I've done previous shows and they've worked, but I had to borrow, and the borrowing is also have a lot of huge interest. We're talking about I think now 9%. So for having such a kind of platform where you have a very manageable interest, because a lot of us have had to go to Shiloh's to take up to 30% of your money. So once we have these, creatives are able to organize themselves creatively, because you don't have to align and to say I am a farmer, because other times you'd have to say you are something else. I run this company in order for you to finance this. I'm having a stand-up show, but I'm going to say I'm a businessman, I deliver, I don't know what, so that you get it. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. So having such a platform where you can be able to access, and as a creative, you don't have to introduce yourself. So as a creative, what do you do? So you have to go into the details of, because a lot of times you ask, are you like Nani? So you start explaining. So you don't have to explain yourself, you just showcase this is what I do, these are my pages, and you get it. And then when I say about directly injecting money to create,
all the loans are uncollateralized. Yeah, the banker in me shudders to say that word, but my creative muscle has grown significantly. So I do know that there are ways that we mitigate the risk around that. And again, for me, it's also calling to the creatives that when you're given this money, when you take the advice and the scalable endeavors that we're giving you, because we're also doing some pre-investment and post-investment training once you receive the funds. So we don't just give you money and let you go. We hope that it will be useful and you're able to pay back to make you lendable business for the commercial enterprise.
For so many creatives, I think this is a big step. Over time, I have learned how to say yes or no to financing, because financing can be put on the table, but it's not necessarily cheap financing. But for your clarification of 9%, that looks to be quite good for so many creatives in comparison to what our banks, our circles are.
Your phone or ring light, you are able to access these tools that you need. And then finally, working with HEVA is to figure out the skills and the knowledge that you need to even succeed further and be a global phenomenon. So that's why we're here.
Or a majority of them are coming from a creative space. And we see, when you look at it from a West, and what was alluded earlier by Mike, Africa is a young generation, it's a growing economy. For us to be at the forefront of that.
I think the chair, Bankers Sacco mentioned that a typical banker will always say you come here, you want some funding. How do you have collateral and all that? What we have done from Longitude perspective